Hello, family, friends, peers, maybe strangers, whoever's watching. So I wasn't really sure if I was going to do this, but here I am. For those of you who don't know, I am getting ready to embark on a really exciting journey here. Could, easily describe it as a weight loss journey, but I want to think of it as more of that. I want to think of it as learning how to love myself, to just be happier and healthier, and just have a completely new mindset and perception and outtake on things. So I guess one of the things that I want to address just starting out is kind of like my feelings going into it and the reason why I'm doing it. Growing up, I remember even as like a little kid being overweight, and I was just, always a chubby kid, and it was around like the end of middle school, beginning of high school where I kind of started to like grow into myself a little bit, I guess, and I was at a healthy weight, very active, and because of the body image I had, I always just thought that I was huge and disgusting. So I didn't really notice when I did start to put on weight again. I thought, I've always been that big, which, wasn't really the case. Probably my senior year, especially towards the end, is when I had just this massive weight gain, and I think it was a mix of just stress and not knowing how to take care of myself, not really being educated on how to eat healthy. I knew which foods were good for me and which foods weren't, but I didn't really know how it all works together and how there are so many more components to a healthy lifestyle than just the food you're eating. So what it is that I'm doing is it's a program called Take Shape for Life, and there are some other names for it, but I think that's like the one. Basically, I'll be receiving a box in the mail tomorrow that has what are called fuelings, and those fuelings, I have 5 of those a day along with one of my own meals a day. My own meal will be consisting of just straight protein and vegetables. It's called Lean and Green, the Lean and Green meal. And then the fuelings, there are some things that you just like put in a blender, put in the microwave, or you just take it on the go, and they're like these little snacks pretty much that are comprised of high protein, low carbohydrates, low calories, and low fat. The idea is that you eat every 2 to 3 hours, and then there's a certain amount of water I need to drink every single day, and sleep I need to get every single night, and also eventually down the line there will be like an exercise plan that I follow. So as you can tell, it's something that's very structured, and I think that'll work well for me. But also, I am so lucky to have an awesome health coach who is going to be supporting me along the way, as well as a whole entire community based through Facebook of people that are taking the same journey. Already there's just such an environment of support and love and people lifting each other up. I think that's going to be a really key part of this for me. As I mentioned, my box comes tomorrow, so I'll start Saturday morning. I think Saturday morning is when I'm going to do my first weigh-in and my first measurements, my first before photos. And I'm really excited thinking of an after photo. Right now, my goal is to lose 80 pounds. I know that sounds kind of crazy, kind of out there. I definitely felt that way at first. I didn't even think I could say that number out loud. But the key thing is going to be starting small and having small goals and meeting those goals and eventually getting to my big goal. So I decided to video document this process, and I think just because I want to be able to view my progress and look back on this process and see how important it was to me. But mostly I have this idea that there are other people out there that might see this one day that will be in the same position I'm in right now and have the same hopes that I do right now. And I know I, for one, definitely look to other people and their stories for inspiration. So I'm hoping that I can be that inspiration for somebody else, because if I can do this, anybody can do this. So I just ask for your support and your love. I don't know like how much I'm gonna keep up with this whole video thing. I'm very excited. I'm excited to take you guys along with me if you'll join me. And I think I'll probably check in Saturday morning when I'm getting started. So here's the first of many, and yeah, thanks for tuning in.